In Wednesday night Trinity class, we talked about the energy of joining this time. Joining is a bit of a problem in this world. We don't like to join, and I'll show you why. Find yourself a partner and do this little exercise. Put your hands up. Now, I want to go to that destination over there. And Jen wants to go to that destination over there. This is why we don't like joining. I'm putting forth a lot of effort and still not getting to go to my destination. Why? Because of her. Other people are the problem when we have a destination and they have a different destination. Now suddenly there's a problem. You'll find that it is easy to move, you just can't go to your destination. So if you take out the idea that the destination is what's going to make you happy, and say, well, maybe I just wanted to move. Maybe it is the expression that is going to satisfy me. I don't want completion to a particular outcome, I just want completion. I don't want movement to a particular destination, I just want movement. I don't want flow to accomplish a certain thing, I just want to flow. It is my nature to express who I am. Flow, movement, completion, anchoring, power, these things are who I am, and I definitely want to express them. I just get confused sometimes, and I think that a particular destination is what will make me happy. It's not. It's who you're being on that journey that makes you happy. If you get a little too locked into a destination, you will probably have a person show up in your life that is trying to go in the opposite destination. Why? Because both of you need a little lesson in seeing how it's not the destination that makes you happy. If you give up that and say, well, what do we both want? Well, I want to move over there, and she wants to move over there. What's the same in those two sentences? Well, we both want to move. Now we're moving. We can both move. We just can't move to the same destination that we had in mind. If you get a little too outwardly focused, if you start thinking it is an outcome that makes me happy instead of an expression, you will create a person that, quote, gets in your way. This is for your own good. This is to help you get back in touch with the joy of moving as opposed to moving to a place. Now, this little exercise shows you that if you both want movement, you can have movement, just not in the direction you were thinking. But it's also still a lot of work. I'm putting forth quite a lot of effort here, and I'm going sideways. So we're going to do something a little different. Instead of putting forth effort, I'm going to, every time I feel the need to push, extend my spine. My tailbone's going to tuck in a little bit. My spine's going to lengthen so that I'm going to drop this area here. There's going to be more space in here. Extending my spine. Extending all of my joints so that I'm not pushing, but I am extending. I'm going to extend to the point where I reach her feet. I'm going to try and get to her ground point. Extend all the way to her feet. Every time I feel the need to push, I'm going to extend instead. All the way to her feet, extending, extending. Suddenly, it's a very different sensation. Yes, I'm still moving, but I'm not thinking I'm moving in spite of this person. I'm now moving with this person. If it looks a lot like we're dancing, that's not a mistake. This is what happens when you extend your energy instead of push with it. When you do that, you end up dancing with the other person. If I want to go from here to there, then she's just a problem. She's in the way. I'd be better off not joining. I'd be better off just doing my thing. If I can't give up the idea of a destination, I should just do my thing. Except, eventually, my spirit, my higher self, whatever you want to call it, is going to create a person in the way to break me of that habit of having to have a destination. If I fight them, it's just going to be miserable. We're both going to put forth a lot of effort and not get to the place we want to go. But if instead of pushing and fighting, I extend all the way to their feet, now suddenly I have a dance party. If you think that this is not better than getting to your destination, all you have to do is break off. And suddenly you'll feel like, oh my God, I'm all alone now. This feels much better than this. Now you wouldn't have thought that originally. You would have thought that this is great because now she's not in the way and I can go to my destination. And from your singular perspective, it was. But after you get this idea of joining, where you extend instead of push, all the way to their feet, extend, suddenly you'll start to see that yes, I'm still moving. In fact, the moving feels better with the person than without the person now. That's the true beauty of joining. It lets you move not to a destination, but with somebody else. You'll find the moving is much more satisfying when you are joining, that is to say, extending instead of pushing. If you try it physically and you like the expression, try it verbally. Find a little topic that you've got a bit of a butting heads on, and try and with your words have this same experience. Every time you feel like pushing and getting your point across, extend. Make your spine a little longer, drop your tailbone a bit. Try and find their feet. Get your energy all the way down to their feet through your words, not your hands this time. It's very much the same experience. You can have that same sensation of moving with a person, and then you've really experienced joining. If you like it, come to Trinity class. We'll do more.